Welcome to Bogside Chats, where we're talking everything DeFi Kingdoms and keeping it casual. We are live on YouTube. All our faces are on the screen, which is very fun. I am joined by Franz and Guy Kid. Boys, how we doing?
Not bad. What's up, guys?
Yeah,
Doing well.
2 people-ish, I think, at most.
They will come.
That's good.
Yeah.
And if they don't, whatever. That's cool too.
Yeah.
That's fine.
All right, so
We're
we
doing
got
this
some
for us.
fun. Yeah, it's really for our enjoyment. We got some fun stuff planned. We're going to be watching or checking out the DFK Fight Klub tournament, where our lightweight tournament is just about to hit the finals. So we're going to be streaming some of that live. But before we get to that, we got some AMA notes because today is the 10th of November, Thursday. They had an AMA earlier this morning. As I say every time, and as Franz likes to tell me, I say there wasn't too much in this AMA, but that is
There are a few
up
nuggets.
for debate.
A few nuggets.
Where am I going? Here we go. This is the sandwich punch. Let me pull this up here so we can use this as a reference. First thing that I thought was super exciting and super fun, Mr. Zipper has officially been added to the team as a sort of builder, community builder liaison. I don't know what his actual title is, but he's going to be helping out with the with the builder site and with the community projects that are going to be added. I'm really happy that they added him. Everybody loves him. He's in the community all the time. So
yeah, congrats to Mr. Zipper. I always joke that whenever I ask a question randomly, like not even in the DFK Discord and other Discords, he'll just pop out of nowhere and give like a long, well thought out answer. So it's awesome.
I forget what I said in the ADFK Discord this week. I think I messed up how dark summoning works from a summons remaining perspective, and he came out of right field and corrected me. So
from the rafters.
Thanks for keeping us honest.
Yeah. Mr. Zipper's awesome. I think that's a huge improvement to the team is adding him. So congrats to him and good call on the team for adding him. So
yeah, awesome.
All right, some other fun stuff.
Maddie, you're showing the show notes every time that you put them up, right?
No, I know.
Only high quality from us.
Yeah, you can share your screen if that would be better.
No, you seem like you're figuring things out on the fly,
Yeah, I told you I hate live. I hate live. Anyways, Frisky Fox commented on the FTX stuff. Obviously, if anybody's in crypto, you know what's going on, or maybe you don't. But there was some controversy where FTX was taking users' funds and using it to make bets on some leveraged plays, which is kind of bullshit and illegal. We're not going to get into it just because it's not really worth talking about. But Frisky did emphasize that the Kingdom Studios team had zero funds on FTX and had no association with them whatsoever. So that was kind of a nice relief. I didn't think they did, but obviously it's good. They're not associated with that.
Whenever something goes wrong lately, you think like, oh crap, how is DFK screwed out of this? But this time, not the case. So that's good. He also did mention that they've been planning for the worst case scenario. So if the worst case scenario does come, however it would come, they're ready for it. They're prepared. So hopefully it's all tailwinds, full speed ahead, but good to know that they're prepared.
Yeah. And it's the team's learned from events that have happened in the past. I'm glad that they've made adjustments, and we knew they would, to make sure they never be in a point like prior situations.
Yeah. Oh no, I lost my notes. I think this was good. I think I don't know. I thought it was interesting, and you guys can correct me on the percentages, on the numbers, but it seemed like Jewel. There was like a massive, obviously, this kind of scandal hit every crypto, and everything kind of dropped. But I feel like Jewel, yes, it went down, but it kind of held stronger, I feel like, than some other
You're going to make me look
tokens.
at Deck Screener.
I feel like it's just so removed from everything that went on, right? It's, and it had its own kind of bullish kind of things that were going on, right? With the C Jewel, everyone locking things up. I know I bought some more today. So.
Well, I mean, and I think it's perfect timing for the C Jewel situation because, people couldn't, people who locked them in obviously couldn't like immediately sell when the whole market went down. So I'm curious if this now makes, this is a bold claim, but does this make Jewel bear market proof now that there's so much locked? It can't be, there can't be a run on Jewel,
We'll never see sub 20 cent Jewel again. Thing of the past, new paradigm. No, I mean, it's good when things are locked up, right? That they can't be used. I think we have some other kind of bullish events coming. I was thinking today, leading up to Crystal Vale and the new gardens coming out, I remember we must have had about 4 or 5 podcast episodes just talking about how we were going to play the gardens. Are we going to leave things in Saradale? Are we going to move to Crystal Vale? This time around, there's just so much going on that I feel like I barely heard that mentioned. I know people are, obviously it's going to be high APRs, but I feel like we're all kind of hardened veterans at this point. It's not phasing us quite as much.
No, and that is interesting note that I didn't put in the show notes of they announced the Jade and Jewel pairs that will be on Clayton when it launches.
Wait, they did?
Yeah.
What's that? Let's pull
I
that
don't know
up.
if it was officially Guy, you might have to help me on it because I think they posted it on the announcements and not actually talked about it during the AMA.
And shout out to Sir Worm, bought some Jewel today too. My buy and his buy, keeping Jewel afloat. You're welcome, everybody.
Probably.
You're welcome.
We're still recovering from the peak 2 days ago, so
what? 30
Jewel
cents?
definitely was.
Yeah.
If my math is right, it went down 25%, which is not nothing with it already being suppressed.
Well, I feel like obviously it's tough when it's like,
but
30 cents to 20
to us,
cents,
it's like 25 cents versus 20 cents
Yeah.
versus 17 cents, like whatever. I get it.
Anyways, thought that was interesting. Obviously, the FTX stuff. I don't know. Do you guys want to comment on it at all? I think it's wild. I think just because we're all crypto people, we're watching it, but I don't know if it affects this that much.
Yeah, I think all I'd say is that it was a centralized exchange that had an issue. I think that what was going on probably goes on a lot in the traditional finance world, but because there's no on-chain, there's no kind of trail, it doesn't come to light. I think this is just showing why we need DeFi even more.
No, I agree. And when I saw a funny meme that was like, quick, if everyone withdraws right now, FTX doesn't have the liquidity to provide for it. And it's like every bank in America hiding after that. Like that could happen anywhere.
Yeah, if somebody forced a run on Bank of America somehow, the way there was a run on FTX, like what would happen? Also, do we just have text on the screen?
Oh yeah, I can bring it up if we want.
Yeah, what I missed it. What do we have?
Can pull comments. Which
look at you.
All these new toys.
Give Maddie a new toy.
Activice, what's up?
There was the comment you were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
From
it goes right in front of Guy's face. It's perfect.
I know, it's great. We like this. We might be doing more streams with our faces because we all want to see what France.
Breaking news.
When you look like this, you can't hide.
Yeah. What's this guy? You got breaking
news?
Yeah.
AP took delay for match 2.
Ooh. Oh, so we're going on match 3. Should we go right into it?
It's not technically over yet, but it's over.
So this is the quarters right now?
No, semis.
Okay.
So we did have an issue with Freak wasn't able to.
We're gonna move on.
I was just gonna quickly say wasn't able to compete, so we did advance delay.
Yeah. There was
being silenced, so let's move on.
Yeah. Couple more quick notes, and then we'll get right to the Fight Club stuff. There was a question about guilds, and the team kind of punted. They really were just like, we don't have any updates right now, but we want guilds to be part of it. Obviously, this is like ongoing, and we've said here at Bogside Crew is part of the ADFK guild now. So we're excited about guilds. we'll see. Obviously, more to come. Hopefully from the team.
Well,
But,
the one thing that they said, right, is that, and they actually already opened it up, that they were opening up a separate forum on the talk.
Yeah. I mean, there's
Kingdom's
like
So
yeah.
get your comments in there. I'm sure Raf's gonna have about 4 or 5 posts in there by the end of the week. With all the guild ideas that guy has.
Do you think? And obviously, I'm just spilling the ADFK guild news here, live. Would he care if I just started just randomly saying things I want happen with guilds, even if I don't talk to him beforehand?
No, you need approval to.
I was gonna say, yeah. Do I need to talk to him?
We have things in place. You need to go through the proper channels.
Yeah, most people just need a majority vote. You need a unanimous vote.
for my idea specifically. Just
exactly.
Me. Yeah,
they're that dangerous.
Makes sense. I thought it was cool that they mentioned this, and Frisky has said this every single time that he wants guilds to be part of it. He's pumped for that to be a big part of the game. So yeah, get on the Rapid Art site and talk about what you want to see with guilds. I think it's cool.
And you heard from them too of they want feedback from the community because there's so many different directions we can go in for kind of long pace of the game. So let's get some wild speculation going, get a bunch of ideas in there.
That's our bread and butter.
The other thing that they did touch upon was LAN tournaments, and it made it sound like it was still a little bit ways off. I think it was Sunbear that was speaking, but he did sound very excited for it. Just the way that they said that we have to get the travel system together first and the interactive map stuff. And every time I hear that, I forget travel is going to be a part of this game until it's brought up again. I want the LAN tournaments so badly, but the idea of traveling to the LAN tournaments, and if people's individual LANs get pulled into that in some way, I'm assuming that they're gonna eventually, but at the start, there's just so much there. Very bullish.
Deep breath, friends.
Deep breath.
I think that's a great segue to the last kind of note I wanted to bring up, is that the question was asked about level 10 quests and when those would happen, and would it be simultaneous with both Crystal Vale and Serendale? And they said, yes, when level 10 quests come out, they'll be on both realms at the same time, which that obviously means with the assumption that it's not going to happen before Serendale 2.0 comes out. So, we're going to have to wait till Serendale 2.0 comes out for level 10 quests, something I think everybody's eager to see. It's not that big of a deal because, we are looking 2 weeks now-ish, right? Or I guess we should say that. We didn't say that. The 21st is when Serendale 2.0 is happening. I guess I should have said that. But so we have a date for Serendale 2.0. And so obviously, if level 10 quests are happening at the same time on both of them, it's not going to be before November 21st.
Do we think eggs are going to be before? So I bought a lot of eggs today, too. I bought 30 eggs.
21st is the next event. We're not going to get a patch before.
Yeah, I agree.
That's a big one that they'll take the full 2 weeks.
It's happening until the 21st.
All right. I guess I'm okay with that.
I mean, no, it'll be cool. I'm excited.
When?
I know,
More, and I want it sooner.
I'm excited for Serendale 2.0. It hopefully will bring in, more people.
Is Maddie just grabbing every single comment just
because
he has a new toy?
Well, no, I'm glad he grabbed that one because Sergeant, first off, welcome, and then secondly, you were the catalyst for this because you had Maddie on your show, and he didn't tell us he was going to face Docs. And then once we saw him do it, we're like, well, now we want to do it, And he was like, yeah, I'm not going back. I'm out there now.
Yeah.
So thank you for pulling us into the light.
This is my life. Sergeant Filthy McNasty is a hero. Everyone should check out his Candor Gander stream. Is that what it's called? Yeah, that's what it's called.
Yes.
He's going to get mad at me for that. But interesting comment here. This is something they said in the AMA, is that C-Jewel boosts. One of the things that's confirmed is there'll be the experience boost for your questing. Now, level 10 quests connected to C-Jewel, I don't think that was officially said. But are you guys thinking at all about how C-Jewel will affect some of this stuff?
So they did say that it would be, as Activize said, a level or a C-Jewel boost, but they said it's going to affect both quests.
Yeah,
The
Hubert
level 10
kind
and
of
the level
tongue in
0.
cheek said, like, yeah, it's going to affect level 10 quests, but it's going to affect all quests.
Oh, I
It's
see.
just going to be a generic experience boost for quests.
Interesting.
Guys, by the way, I know we're trying to finish this up, but AP is going on an interrupt rampage right now.
All right, no, I think
past 2 moves.
That's great. That's a great segue. I think that's it for the AMA stuff. Also, there's a lot of fun stuff they said about that Florida. There's like a Florida convention they're going to, and then there's that California meetup. Now, again, if you weren't paying attention to the Sergeant thread, I announced I'm in Washington D.C. And I think I didn't say officially where these guys are, but they're East Coast guys, so we're not going to be at the California meetup.
What are you doing to me?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah,
Bad enough we're showing our faces. Now it's like, you want my social?
Yeah.
God.
So whenever the East Coast meetup is, or not in Florida, that's not happening. But we'll be there for the East Coast one. We'll say that.
And now you're just inviting us to live events.
I'm in. I want to meet. I would love to. You know,
It would
I
be
love
cool.
talking about DFK. If I could do it in real life, that'd be amazing.
1000%.
Because you know you have to keep it cool when you're out in the streets. You know, you can't be talking about it randomly.
I do.
Just bring it up
Like,
randomly.
Try it, you know.
I do very blatantly just play DFK on my cell phone, hoping someone like over my shoulder will see me and be like, "Oh my god, DFK!"
I've thought about that
That
before.
would be wild if someone actually did that. Like, oh, is that DFK?
Yeah.
All right. Franz, am I giving you the control of the screen for the
All right, let's see how this
for the
works.
Discord? Yeah.
I'm not the most tech savvy of the crew by far.
Me,
So
Yeah, you are.
More than me.
Good
Are
try.
we in?
I mean, you just still need to change the dark screen.
Yeah, this is
no,
ridiculous that
we're
it's
not
like-
getting into that.
Ugh, I
All
hate
right,
it so much.
So turn 7, double interrupt. What I was saying before earlier, so the past 3 turns, so AP interrupted
Wait,
here.
before you get real detailed, what are we watching here?
All right, yeah, no. Good
yeah.
point. Let's break it down. This is the semifinals. The winner
Mhm.
will go on to face Kevo, who I should probably ping and make sure that he's here. Oh, nope, there he is. All right, great. Back to the battle
He's
room.
memeing. He's
Check.
memeing.
He is
Don't worry.
memeing. I'm not going to click this yet. So this is the semifinals. Winner goes on to face Kevo in the finals. This is game 3. So turns 4 and turn 5. AP hit the interrupt, and then turn 6, he used that meter that he built up to hit a nice full draw and
Ooh.
really put himself into the driver's seat here.
Wait, when did he get a full draw off?
He got a full draw off in turn 6. I'm a few behind here. Or no, excuse me, turn
Turn 6, yeah.
6, yeah.
110 damage.
Then turn 7 looks like it was a double interrupt. AP still with the 2 meter advantage here. But did lose a hero.
Take a
So-
peek at turn 8.
Turn 8. Oh, AP goes for the cleave, goes for essentially the win. But
Oh,
delay saw it coming.
he still has full health on both his. I don't,
Does that warrior have last stand going? Doesn't have the speed against the archer though. It just hit for 69 damage.
Oh boy,
That was
nice.
a weird laugh.
Nice.
That was intentional.
Yeah, it's fine.
It was intentionally awkward. 69. Hee.
I hated that. Don't do that ever again.
Oh god, it's going off the rails.
I need another drink.
All right. So is this the third match or the second match in this match?
Third match for
Oh,
all
wow,
the
that's it. Okay.
for all the marbles.
Delay has meter, even though all of her heroes are low on health. She still has meter, so can be a little bit of a guessing game. Maybe she can sneak in an ability and balance this out a little bit.
Oh, there we go. I like this better.
Mm-hmm. Interrupt, but delay fierce attacked.
Yeah.
So that fierce attack will be the archer.
Yeah, but it's an arch. Ooh, that hits for a lot.
Yeah, that's got to be a high dex archer.
Yeah. I
Do
mean, that's
one
what
of
archers
you-
are good at.
Do one of you want to scroll up and see what level that archer is while I keep the video?
Yeah, sure.
Moving on to turn 10 here.
This
Interrupt
was
of delay's midline and delay fierce attacked again.
Level 3.
so this
Level
is
3.
This
Okay.
is Delay's archer in the mid line.
Mm-hmm.
Level
think
3.
I
Read
just
that
said
one,
it.
Maddie.
No. That's
Yeah.
Corey's, you mean? Oh, am I in the wrong battle room?
Yeah.
I think you might be.
No, I'm in the wrong room.
Delay's archer is a level 3 archer. Her warrior's level 4. So the interesting thing is that warrior that's in the back row is only a level 1.
And here it is. The match has finished.
GG.
And it's with a cleave.
Oh, cleave to finish it off.
Heartbreaking for Delay, and a moment of the success for AP. I didn't know where to go with that.
Came down to 1v1 at the end.
Yeah. One full health versus No, but awesome job by Delay. Delay a little bit newer. AP might have been the first person to ever play. But actually, that's a good question. We have to ask. I don't think it was actually AP. Maybe it was, but we need to ask Konix who the first person was, because I think that Konix probably knows.
Wouldn't it be himself? Doing
yes. Thank you, Maddie. You got me. That's jeez.
I feel like.
All
right. All right. So this means we have a finals matchup, right? Who are we looking at?
So we are looking at, and while I update the bracket, I will
show us that. Yeah.
Well, that's all right. Technology, working on it.
Oh, I didn't know you had control of that too.
Well, I just shut my screen and it defaulted to this.
I see.
So this is just the raffle. So going over to the bracket here, got Delay moved up to here previously.
What's up, Sandwich? Appreciate the AMA notes as always. We had them up earlier. Did we? Oh yeah, it was behind my show notes. I had the AMA notes up.
All right, so we have AP heading to the final against Kevo. I hope Kevo didn't walk away, since we seen him memeing a few minutes ago.
Yeah, he's in there. What did Kevo have for a lineup?
So he was big on the archer sub, and that's my game. I'm always like, I have an archer in the midline and archer sub in the front line, so it's the guessing game of the aim shot. I've always had success with it. I haven't really played against it. It is annoying as hell. You just don't know where they're coming from.
Why archer sub and not wizard sub? Because I feel like it's almost the same move.
Well, I mean, you get more damage from the ice blast, the wizard sub. You get that speed decrease, but you're hitting the front line, and that's their tank. Yes, you're gonna have to kill it eventually, but that squishy second line, midline hero, I just love going after it early, because then you put them in a spot where they're like, all right, do I just let it die, or do I switch it out earlier than I typically want to? It's
right. And then once you get them down to 2, the abilities become a little more predictable, especially if you can just cut off that midline hero, that they probably have a strategy for that midline hero. The front and the back are usually tailored to be both frontline heroes.
And so that's how I ended up losing to Kevo. I mean, I might have lost either way, but game 3, I switched my archer out of my midline and my warrior in, because my archer was my level 1 and a little bit less health, and it was taking a beating from those aim shots.
Yeah.
But essentially what ended up happening, my warrior, who's kind of the late game tank, was dead very early, and I was left with a level 1 archer. Nothing he could really do at that point. So played against me, but hard fought by him.
Franz, for me and the other OCD people in the chat, can you please put AP in the finals and not Delay?
That's not really an OCD thing. That's just like being correct on what we're writing here. So,
well, you said it accurately, and everyone knows AP's in the finals. And I'm sure there's other people in chat being like, "Franz, come on, Franz, you got to see it, right?"
I feel like half these streams are just telling me what I'm doing wrong and what to fix.
Well, I mean, you're not dark.
All right,
I can't.
I'm not a dark mode guy. I've been made fun of for this my whole life, but when you look at a book, are the pages black and the writing white? Like our ancestors, I choose light screen.
What's wrong with you? Get out of here.
Whatever. And on to the match. Have they started yet?
AP
No.
said he needs a few, so we gotta add some more color commentary.
Well, all right. Here's what I'll say. I don't know about you guys in general. I mean, you guys have watched this tournament more than I have. So this was a lightweight tournament. Obviously, level 4 was the cap. Level 8 total for all of the heroes. And we did the tier. We did the tier analysis like prior with Raph. But do you think do any classes surprise you that you found more often? I'll say for me personally, and I'll jump in and let you guys think about it. I'll give you some time there, but I think my pirate, I knew he was going to do well because he had like crazy high decks, but he did way better than I thought he would do. It made me rethink how Fight Club uses decks because I think it might be the most important stat. I mean that's just my pull away, but my takeaway. Wow.
There you go.
But what about you guys for any big classes that kind of pull?
Well, so question first before we go. What about the pirate? Were you using it with more of the plunder kind of build up, or were you the cam barrage, or both? I don't know.
So he was my backline, and basically the first two guys, all they had to do was take out one dude so that he had a 1v2 and he could beat them. Whether he got the plunder off or not, just because he was a level 4 legendary. So he had decent hit points. He had a very strong, just regular attack and could, for the most part, if it was any 2v1, I mean, there was that one situation where I lost where it was 1 hit point. I missed by 1 hit point.
Yeah, every situation, he won except.
But I mean,
the one he didn't.
The point was that he was competitive in any 2v1,
Yeah.
And so as long as my front two did a decent job of taking out some hit points, he could kind of finish it up. And that's how my strategy was for most of it. I lost early, but, I made it to the bracket at least.
I thought you go, friends.
No, go for it.
I thought we would see more Priest.
Yeah.
I was surprised Priest wasn't as big as some of the other heroes. And especially with archers being as prevalent as they were, I do agree. Archers could definitely make a case for S tier in this lightweight tourney. You would expect like Priest on the other side of that to be more impactful, being able to heal both the front line and the mid line.
Yeah, no, I thought about switching.
Can we not first? Can we stop and not have fucking Inception blowing our minds here for a second?
That's me.
Okay, thank you.
Forgot I had the wheel for a minute there.
Yeah.
So, first time.
Only top quality here.
Yeah.
No, but I was gonna say for anyone watching that doesn't know, you mentioned that Dex being the most important stat. Reason for that, and I feel like a broken record for those of you that listen often, right? It does factor into the attack formula and the agility formula, and
speed.
The speed formula, and it is just as heavily weighted in the attack formula as strength is. So yeah, it is the most important stat in Fight Club.
Yeah, it makes pirates and archers not much more, but it makes pirates and archers stronger than you would think they would be.
I think it makes them stronger to the point where they're playable the way the other heroes are, right? Because they don't have that HP boost that a Dark Knight or a Paladin is going to give you. And I think the idea that Dark Knights and Paladin have that lower dex traditionally, it makes it that even playing field. Oh, what's Bob saying about our matchup?
he bashed his Priest, and I definitely agree with that. And I think full draw swung a lot of matches too of the Archer's second move, because like 110 damage for heroes that probably have 160 health or so. It's especially if you got a level 2 or a level 1 in the back line, you're pretty much, it's that full draw, and then you get a normal attack, and the hero's dead from there.
Yeah. The other thing I'll say that I was thinking about a little bit, the Dragoon, as good as it is, you get into some situations late where it just doesn't have the moves that you need. It doesn't have that power attack that a Paladin has, that Dark Knight has with the I'm forgetting the name, but it's 80 damage attack, right? The full draw, things like that. It doesn't, the skewer, if you need something to finish an opponent off, the Dragoon just doesn't have that. So
that's a good point. I think it would be interesting. Like tier class is one thing, but there's also heroes that are early game heroes, and then there's heroes that are late game heroes. And maybe that's a conversation for frontline versus backline heroes, but I think there's definitely a debate there.
I want to see. So actually, while we're
again, you're doing the Inception thing. You know you have control of the thing.
Damn it!
Okay.
All right. Why don't I just give it back? I'm not really sharing anything.
We'll go back to the show notes.
Great. No. So I guess while we have time, we can announce we don't have a date yet for the next tournament. It'll likely be sometime in mid-December, but we do have the weight class picked out, or should I say, the weight classes picked out.
Excuse me?
What?
Yeah.
Record scratch. All right. So we're gonna do two tournaments in one weekend. We are going to do the Baby Cup again, and we're gonna let the big dogs eat with a heavyweight tournament.
Oh, somebody was just commenting that actually. I'll pull it up, but keep going.
Was looking for level 10 plus.
Yeah.
Oh, was it? Yeah.
Sandwich, you'll get it. I think I was talking to a few people that play with the heavyweights a little more often. I think a cap at 13 makes sense because while we want to let the whales kind of use their big guns, having a matchup where you have a level 20 on one side and I feel like it kind of doesn't make it fun at that point. So I think 13 is a good spot where.
Well, hold on. Let me interrupt here. What is light heavyweight? So the light heavyweight is a class, and then heavyweight is separate. Heavyweight is like no limits, right?
Yeah. So
what is the light heavyweight? Talk to me about that. Yeah.
So light heavyweight. So we're not doing. That's not one we're doing. But it's. Oh well, I guess that.
Well, so then it's, do you want people to bring their top 3 heroes, like minus the ones they might be super leveling, or do we still want a balanced level?
Yeah, no, so that's a good question about the light heavyweight, because I didn't realize it was as high as a threshold as it is. So it's hero level 14 max with a combined of 28.
Okay.
So maybe...
Has anyone played any light heavyweight matches? I feel like that format could be maybe a little broken in the sense of think of how much disparity there is between a level 4 and a level 1 hero. Now you're talking a level 14 hero versus a level 7 hero to make that math work.
Yeah.
Activize with an interesting comment here is natural, quote unquote. I'll put that in quotes. Hero level up at 11, meaning if you've been grinding since day 1, your heroes are naturally at level 11. I think that's true.
I've got a couple at 11, so it's like we weren't here day 1.
Yeah,
we were here November.
I have 1 at 11 and like 2 or 3 at 10. So that makes sense because I haven't really been stampotting anybody. So that makes sense.
That's why I kind of arrived at the 13, because it's. You want to allow some stampotting. You don't want anyone that has stampotted their hero to not be able to use that hero. But I think it's kind of a fair kind of cap. I don't know. This revelation about light heavyweight is making me second guess things. So maybe we'll have to think about it. But it will be some form of higher level heroes. And I'll make sure I get that info out shortly.
Sure. So wait, let's rewind. You're saying 2 tournaments.
Yes.
Why 2 tournaments? And are they interconnected at all, or just 2 separate tournaments happening simultaneously?
No interconnection. The reasoning is, we want to get back to the heavyweight fights that we kind of started with. The first 2 tournaments were no level cap.
Yeah.
It's a different brand of the game, and I played a game with Pouring the other day, and I know him and Corey were playing last night with heavyweights, and I was watching, and it's a different type of game. It's a lot of fun. You really get to think like 10 turns out as far as setting things up and stuff. It's just more time to operate. So we want to do that, but also the Baby Cup I think is great for getting new users in. It's lowest kind of barrier of entry.
Yeah. Seems like you're going to have to do a lot of work because Franz pretty much runs those tournaments. I don't know if you guys know or not. I told him I'd help him and then just bailed. So
I mean, yeah. Cheers to you for being accurate there. No, shout out to Neindorf. A lot of this is getting automated through their site.
Right. That's
the
exciting.
ADFK site. We did the registrations through the site this time. It was a little clunky, if I'm being honest. But we got some good feedback as to what was the issue.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be a lot better next time around. We're going to try to have the bracket on the site next time around. So I won't be,
cool.
Fiddling around in Google Docs, putting delay where I should put AP, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's good. We have some new ideas for kind of the future as far as different formats. It sounded like the group stages were a success.
I think that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, we're thinking about integrating guilds in maybe a different way than we previously said. Maybe kind of a running guild counter based on where their members finish, so that it doesn't affect the actual tournament gameplay, but is kind of peripheral to it. Did I use that word right? Maybe. Yeah. Ish.
Sure.
Sort of.
But yeah, good stuff coming.
Very cool. I'm excited about that. I think while I don't think I would win, I would love to see somebody come in and just like drop down like some level 15 heroes. Like that would be cool.
Yeah.
Just to see it in action,
O'Cool played a match or two against Pouring and had a level 20, but it was a summoner. And as the Fight Club faithful know, the summoner it's being reworked. It's being reworked, but not great right now. So.
All right, let's check in. What is the status? Is the finals happening or
AP needed with you? So
we're still waiting on that.
Back in a minute. Delay in the chat. Delay, congrats on how far you made it. That was great. Great fights. To your question, heavyweight battle lasts anywhere from like 15 to 20 turns, I would say is average.
I'd say so.
Well, in general, they're longer. And I think that is interesting in that it probably affects those moves that take multiple turns, probably makes them more relevant, obviously. Some of the ninja, especially the ninja moves, caltrops, you don't really see it in, sorry, I got distracted. You don't really see it as often in the lower levels.
Yeah. Caltrops especially, I think, although for anyone that didn't see, Caltrops is going away.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
Yeah. So Vendetta got a buff, and it looks like there's going to be a rework of the ninja. I know from talking to Konix that the ninja and the summoner were two that he really wanted to rework, and I don't think that's a surprise to anybody that plays. I mean, those are the two. He did actually. I'm going to take the screen back. So Konix did drop some new moves.
Oh, right. Yeah, this is cool stuff.
And we were going to talk about this the other night when Maddie bailed and it was just me and Guy.
Right.
But we didn't. So take a look now. So first off, he did drop a little teaser for the Dungeon
this is cool stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, this is awesome. I think it's going to be so each of these different guys, and it might not be set up exactly like that, but are going to be different AI teams that people load in.
Yeah.
So you'll fight through them. Seems great. So, all right, here's what we got for the moves. So the first one, Acid Spray, poison enemy frontline, and double their poison stacks.
Interesting.
Thief?
Well, wait. Well.
So we don't know. He didn't tell us what classes get these.
Yeah.
So,
that's gotta be a thief.
Sound off in the chat if you have an idea. But, yeah, I think that's a thief. Miasma Bomb. At the end of the next 3 turns, poison the enemy frontline. That might be thief too. Unless we have another hero that he maybe Ninja also works with poison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Ninja could be
he
for
clearly
poison.
wants poison to be more relevant in the game, so this could be added to a bunch of different classes.
Yeah, Worm saying Ninja. Yeah, I think poison. He reworked how poison works too. He mentioned, but we didn't get kind of the full kind of idea of that. But I think that it's a cool mechanic in general. Just the idea of damage that lasts over a few turns.
No, and again, with the longer matches, it'll become more relevant, I think. Interesting comment that's been the chat's been chatting about. Where do dreads come into play? This is from Erexier.
I
mean, Erexia, like, we've chatted before, but I don't think I've ever said your name out loud, so it's weird. But where do dreads come into play? Still excluded from tournaments. Now, we've been excluding dreads from these like low level ones because they sort of dominate. But I don't know. I mean, obviously with the heavyweights, they'll be allowed. With the light heavyweight, probably. But when do you think dreads can come in?
Yeah, I think light heavyweight probably, and heavyweight. Heavyweight, it'll definitely be allowed.
Yeah.
I think it would probably be a limit of 1. That's what we did in the past. AP, if you've run into his AI heavyweight, he has a team of 3 in there.
Oh.
That's a real pain in the ass.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the idea of forcing people to not just brute force the matchup is good. We want to kind of make ways of making people make more strategic decisions with lineup building.
Sure. Well, I think that's the beauty of the lightweight in this tournament. I think it was very cool of thinking about those combos, where like I had a pirate that was, probably more successful than the paladins were. I think that's like kind of fun. But I also think like there needs to be some part of the game where if you got a beast of a Dread Knight, you just win, because that's part of the game, that's part of it,
No, it is. What I'm excited for with the heavyweights is that health restrictions in the early levels make it so some classes just aren't ever going to have an impact. Like look at Berserker, for example. Great class. I think it has some real merit to it, but all of its moves damage itself. When you're already on a short HP bar, you can't really be damaging yourself. But in the heavyweight, like I think that could be a real. I know Meme Machine loves Berserker, and if he loves a hero class, it tends to be pretty good. So
yeah, Meme Machine's good. Who do you lose to? How do you lose?
He lost to
AP. Damn, that's why he's in the finals.
Yeah, and I think we are starting up.
Oh, we can get some live action?
We are.
Excellent. All right, so what do we know about our matchup here?
Well, I can pull up in turn 1 their heroes, or if one of you want to pull up their heroes and kind of see what we're looking at on the DFK Fight Klub page, you can enter in 3. View the full team.
Yeah, okay, that's you.
I'll focus on just following the turns here.
Am I sharing? Or is he gonna share?
Well, we got to see what I'm gonna share the fight. We have to see what heroes they pick first.
Guys, too busy sending memes.
Got question for you guys.
Streaming with us right now.
While we have a second, I noticed you went with a blurred out background. It seems like it's just a plain wall behind you.
It's just a plain wall.
What are you hiding from your viewers
blurring
exactly?
Your wall?
Yeah.
No one needs to look at my wall. Go look at your own wall.
You got the nice bullish hat on. Every podcast stream needs at least one.
Yeah, shout out to Mythic crew, who, by the way, they're streaming tonight again later.
Yes.
But all 3 of them were wearing the bullish hats at the same time. I love it.
Yeah, it's a fedora crew. You can't have 3 fedora guys.
No, yeah.
It's just the one.
All right, we are live, boys.
All right, here we go.
All right, finals are up. Oh, this is
all exciting. Right, so looks like on Kevo's side, he went with that same lineup. The Dragoon in front, aim shots everywhere, 2 archers behind it. And AP, I mean, this is what he's been riding, the Sage sub on that Dark Knight. So it's a guessing game. Which lightning strike is he going to use?
I mean, this is the same thing he will not be said Humphrey did to beat me and Guy of the a Dark Knight with a Sage sub and then a Sage in the second line.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Kevo went with his patent aim shot, turn 1, dealing 70 damage, 85 damage, and that 25 charge for AP with the lightning strike. I mean, it's a Pretty
Ooh.
even turn overall.
I mean, a lot of damage was done to that second row, but
Yeah. But I kind of like that over playing the guessing game of lightning, and if you
they
don't
both
get it
did
right,
the moves there. I feel like that is interesting move of like everyone just going offense, no one even thinking about interrupts. I feel like that's been more common this tournament.
well, something Grady has said a lot, and he believes is that an interrupt's a waste of a turn. Just keep dealing damage, kind of overpower.
Honestly, that's how I almost beat Pouring in the Baby Cup. I think he had like 6 meter or something like that because I just kept throwing no meter moves at him.
Yeah.
Delay, I agree. A lot of Sage subs popping up. I think it's very interesting. I think it's super fun that it's like making Sage subs. I mean, obviously, a Sage sub is going to be good no matter what. Like, we don't know what PvP yet, but like that's a very high level class as a sub. It's going to be beneficial anyways. But I find that it's very fun now that we're like seeing an actual use for it, in this tournament.
Yeah, turn 2. I thought that Kevo was going to go with the aim shot again and get that Sage to one shot. He did not. He fierce attacked. Did he fierce attack? Yeah, he fierce attacked. And we got another lightning strike from Kevo. Let's see if we get a third one in a row here. Or from AP. Aim shot, taking that Sage low.
Oh, but it survived. Did it survive? Oh, it must be like at 1.
AP does the math, That's a veteran Fight Club guy there.
That's the biggest thing about that midline is whether it be the element or the
141,
endurance.
The Sage has 144 health, so it's got 4 health left.
Oh my goodness.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see a blitz from Kevo here.
To move it up.
Move it up, do the 30 damage, and then you still get to do the attack against the Dark Knight.
Wouldn't AP be expecting that, though?
Maybe. I guess we'll see. Turn 4.
That would be a wild interrupt.
Oh, nope. Turn 4. Here we go. We're moved behind.
There's your blitz.
Blitz. Did it.
Call.
See,
we should
now
probably
he still
stay a turn behind. I don't think we're going to affect the match at all.
No,
that's kind of a wasted lightning strike there.
Yeah. Well, maybe he was anticipating. Well, so it's because of the blitz, right?
Happening. Yeah. If hypothetically he thought he had another round of getting hit prior to that guy being in the front.
Prior to that guy being in the front, what do you mean? So the Dark Knight was frontline, right? So
no.
So Dark Knight's frontline, that's the guy that used the lightning strike. It's about the Dragoon who didn't change.
Yeah, maybe he was anticipating a swap.
I see. Yeah, he shouldn't have done that.
Maybe if you think a swap's coming, then that's a fair move.
Yeah.
All right, let's go on to turn 5 here. We're falling behind. Nobody watching Discord.
Yeah.
There are some memes in there.
Don't look at the ending already. Aim shot.
Oh, big cleave.
Oh, that does a lot of damage there. And then it's gonna.
And then
that front line.
Does the archer have speed? Yeah.
But it doesn't matter.
It's not. I'm not ready to call it yet, but it's not.
The backline archer is his weakest hero.
Yeah.
Level 1.
I think it's level 2. I think he's got a 3/2/2.
I mean, yeah, you could just interrupt out here.
At this point, yeah.
DK hits hard. Nice job, AP.
Wow, there's the
trying to sneak that full draw in. That actually might have swung it.
Yeah, but if he didn't interrupt,
if
he didn't interrupt, he would have either fierce attacked or used a skill. So
right, true.
I think the match is over either way.
Damn.
Think we'll see the same 6?
I mean,
I think so. I mean, maybe move them, but I doubt anybody's changing their people at this point.
That was quick.
How many turns? 7.
7.
What was the long match you had, Guy? How many turns?
24.
What?
Yeah.
I had. We both agreed.
I know you guys were giving me shit when we did the tier list, but I did roll out an all pre-subclass team. So
really,
yeah, my
so
I had I had 2 pre-subclass, but then my middle was a priest with a pirate subclass.
So plenty heals.
Yeah, plenty heals, and then Humphrey or I don't know which it is. He had a sage that he was using attune constantly. So that, and attune from the healing perspective.
Right. Yeah.
All right, we are live for match 2.
I do find it interesting. Obviously, I love DFK Fight Club. I'm very interested in the moves and the move sets, but I'm curious to see if the team is paying attention at all, to what Konix is doing in terms of selecting these skills. Because he has the Paladin has a heal, the Sage has a heal, and the Priest has a heal.
I think we'll see a lot more than just 2 moves for each. Like that, once the skill tree gets in line, I kind of hate that we're even getting into this while we have a match ongoing because I want to talk about this.
Sure.
But I think we're gonna have many more options.
Yeah, probably.
But they must kind of not love that. I mean, it's turn-based and this is turn-based. Everything they do, I feel like the more popular DFK Fight Club gets, the more pressure on them, I guess. I don't.
No, I mean,
not pressure.
Both can exist. Both can exist, I think.
Definitely. So we had an aim shot here. I'm going to play this turn again. Aim shot from Kevo. Lightning strike.
So that's Dragoon Archer sub. Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Do we get the aim shot again?
Blitz.
Yeah, see,
you got to take that thing out early.
Yeah.
You can't play that guessing game for too long because you're not going to hit the interrupts every time.
Right. Otherwise, you're just rolling the dice.
Okay. This Dragoon right now is just running this whole game. This is wild.
I think if I'm Kevo, I have to. Well, now that it's switched, actually, you don't have to worry. He can't lightning strike this turn. The Sage
He could Ice Blast though.
He could Ice Blast.
Wait, so the Sage has a Wizard sub.
Then again, he has 1 meter, so you have to worry about
Blade too.
Decaying Blade, or I was going to say Dark Pact, but
Dark Pact, you'd kill your own guy if he was faster.
I mean, to get a Dark Pact off, I'd be okay with that.
Interesting. Ooh.
Anyone?
Oh, wow.
Okay. Nice, Kevo.
Kevo back in it. Now kill that Sage off.
That is going to be wild.
And
now you're in the driver's seat.
You've got meter. AP's got a warrior in the background, so cleave isn't a threat. You still got to watch out for that lightning strike. So
I was gonna say, what's the sub? What's the Dark Knight sub?
It's that Sage lightning strike.
Lightning strike. We're on turn what? 1, 2, 3, 4 now.
I think you gotta.
5.
You gotta.
I'm fine with that. Let him do lightning strike on the midline.
No, I was gonna say have to interrupt front here. I think this is the same move that we just saw. Oh no, it's not.
Skewer. Ooh.
128.
Going aggressive.
It's a great move.
Yeah, that's good.
What's he doing?
Or is he gonna get the? He's gonna get the lightning strike on the other side, but I think that's a win from a trade-off.
Wow, speed saved that Dragoon. That could have been if the speed was the other way around. That move would have been wiped off the board.
Yep.
Wow.
Wait.
So the fast.
What are you guys saying?
The Dragoon went before the Sage. If the Sage killed
the
Dragoon.
Yeah. So
okay, gotcha.
The fast Dragoon saved his life right there.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
All right, here we go. Interrupts mid. Oh, front line went.
Aim shot.
That's a lot of health on that warrior.
That guy's gonna say that guy's beefy. Is that a knight? Or
a
warrior. Sorry, warrior.
Yeah, he's gonna have some problems with the fierce attacks because his archer's only got 153 health to the warrior's 278. So that warrior's very beefy.
Both just below that 1 meter. And this is where having the archers kind of you can't unless there's a subclass that works here. Or no, I think they're all archer subclass, right? So there's no way to kind of finish off that
Dark Knight.
Yep.
Yeah, you can definitely.
There you go.
Yeah, that's one way to finish him off.
Mm-hmm.
Kevo says,
and he survives.
No.
Wow. And now he's got the full draw double threat.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
But it's also a cleave double threat.
Yep.
Yeah, but the back guy will survive no matter what.
I think you got a full draw from your back line.
I mean,
ooh,
From the front
There
line,
you
he
go.
does
Is
it,
cleave
and I
coming
think
back?
we're gonna cleave. Ice Blast.
Ice
Ice
blast.
Blast. Why?
That seems
Oh,
like a bit of a waste.
Oh,
Yeah,
I think
because
that was
the
a
archer
bad move.
had so low
I think that
health.
was a
But
bad
he still has meter now.
I don't know about that. I would have rather him try and interrupt. I think
Archer's
that would have
got
been a better
2
move for him
turns.
in that
If the
situation.
warrior does more than 60 damage, which he might with a fierce attack, it could come down to speed.
No, this guy has
the archer's got speed on him, so he's fine.
Oh man.
Yeah, that'll
That's it.
seal it.
I mean, if that cleave got hit, that would have been very close.
Yeah.
All right, and an interrupt should send us to game. Oh, I don't know why I clicked the text there. All right, so we're going to game 3.
Wow,
Very exciting.
this is wild.
And I think if I'm
Oh wait,
Kevo,
no, he survived, right?
all right, but
He's gonna survive here.
you know, we don't have to. We're not
Excuse
trying
me.
to broadcast a
Sorry.
Thursday night football
Sorry.
game here. We don't have to
Yeah.
kind of
The
string on the.
just so you guys know, Bob made a good point about health.
Hold on, I'll find it and bring it up because I have the technology.
AP does have a 115 health advantage.
This was the comment, I believe.
Nope, that's not the comment.
Swinging.
like the
This one, all about nope.
AP seems to have a big HP stats advantage.
Oh, there we go. Yeah,
There you go.
I like I might pay for this app. Right now, we have the free version. I might pay for this because I like the comment thing.
Who's even playing tonight for Thursday Night Football? I haven't even.
Oh, it's terrible.
It's not worth looking.
Don't even watch.
There's a reason I was very okay.
Oh
with
boy,
streaming
although
tonight.
we might have a fan here. We might have a fan.
Oh, Bob, nothing on the Panthers bandwagon. It's a rough year for you, but
Although Bob makes an interesting comment here. He says he wanted to cleave there over the ice blast. I think at that point though, like it was so I don't know. You want to be in that final.
The ice blast doesn't do anything.
In the final situation, you want to be just interrupting out. You want to be that team. But obviously, when you're not that team, what do you do in those desperate situations?
Well, no. What he's referencing is before that. The front line had very little health for AP or for Kevo,
right.
And AP used that ice blast, dealing 75 damage when he could have used the cleave, dealing the 70, which doesn't matter on the front line, but you're starting to chew into that mid line. And we're live. Same lineups? No, different lineups. Hold on. The Sage is gone for AP. AP going with a totally different lineup here. No Warrior. A Dragoon in the middle on.
Goon subclass.
This thing. Wait, where's a Goon subclass?
Nope. He's just got a Goon.
Nope, just a Goon.
Just a Goon.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see this blitz up to the front early. But wow, there's a lot of aim shot on the board. I'm very surprised by that from AP.
Yeah, and the Goon is the level 4, so that'll be interesting.
There's going to be a health advantage.
That Archer has a Warrior subclass, so kind of be more late game threat. But then it's interesting that the other Archer has a Pirate subclass, so you could see a switch back to front that then you could cannon barrage back to mid. He's got a lot of mobility across his team.
So the frontline Archer that went to midline has the cleave. Okay.
Yep.
Totally, I agree with what you just said.
Yeah. Yeah, you got it. Fierce attack there from Kevo. AP with the aim shot chipping away at that midline. They're going fast here, huh? Both with a lot of conviction.
They know what they know what they're doing.
How many Archers? Is it Dragoon Archer versus Dragoon Archer?
It is.
Oh,
there's so many aim shots. There are.
It's the meta.
3, 5. There are 8 aim shots in play. I agree, Sergeant.
Should be 3.
Although I've only had one seltzer, and it's empty, which is sad.
Cheers. It's a big jug.
I can't walk away during the middle of the finals like some people.
What?
What? Who said that?
All right, another aim shot here.
God, is this just aim shot?
Another aim shot here.
Aim shot?
Has anybody interrupted?
No.
Oh,
I mean, it's kind of interesting.
what happened to old school Fight Club? We used to interrupt back in the day.
I mean, that's how
Back
boring
when
it
I
was.
played.
This young blood, these young bloods,
Yeah.
you know.
Everyone's
shot,
just going
it's gonna
down.
take him
Someone's
out.
dying every turn.
All right, Blitz getting that archer to the front, takes away the
So that
guessing
he can
game.
aim shot. So that he can aim shot next turn.
But that is a key move because now the Dragoon aim shot doesn't come into play, right? And he's still going to be under 1
But
meter.
he still has Blitz in play. with the
Sure.
game now. So there's still a dual threat.
Did we do this turn yet?
I don't know. There's just so many aim shots.
Wow.
Big interrupt by Kevo.
Because
Well, wait,
is
hold on,
that
go
the
back.
archer that still has
I was gonna say,
cleave?
yeah.
This one has the cleave.
Well, but
The
did
midline.
did the midline do their aim shot last turn? Is my question.
Yes.
So he just assumed another aim shot was going to come from the front line, which I think was a fair assumption at that point.
Mm-hmm. That we got 2 health here on the midline. If you can get a cleave off on that guy, that's game
You've
over.
got to be expecting it though. AP has to be expecting that.
Oh
Game
man.
over. Uh-oh.
And we have a new champion. Did we miss a turn in there?
We missed a
We
turn.
did.
We
You
Hold
definitely
on.
missed a turn.
All right, and we screwed it up.
There's the aim shot. And Kevo returns with a full draw,
Oh, that's not going to be enough.
but it's not going to be enough.
Well, we know it's not going to be enough because skip that.
I love that we blew it.
Thank you for saying we. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
Real team player there. That's good.
That's the turn we just watched.
God damn it.
So the finals happened, and we like to report on them.
All right, X surprise. Here we go. Oh, an interrupt.
An intro.
Whoa!
What?
That just happened.
And that ends it.
Congratulations to our new champion,
AP.
AP.
Wow.
Nice work, AP.
Right. I'm going to share a different screen now.
Oh, dude. Well, whatever.
What?
Nothing.
Am I sure?
No. No, I have to add you. There you go.
There we go.
No, stop.
Oh, I did the wrong.
Yeah. Oh.
And we lost
just
guy.
removed Guy Kid. There we go.
Where'd I go? Why are we in Inception again? Get out of Inception.
Should be good now.
All right. Yeah. Sorry, I'll pull you in. Wow.
Congrats to AP. A
pulls off a
long
victory.
time player. Definitely deserved. So, okay.
Oh,
Now,
all right. Well, this is fun.
fun part.
Yeah, walk us through this. Are we gonna do some giveaways right now?
We are. So we have, and make sure all these numbers line up. Good. So I did the math right.
Hey, I don't see Maddie Pesk on that list.
Well, no, you are on that list, but that's what I'm going to talk about now. Is that it looks like it's a total of 109, and here how many each of you have, but we do take out the top 2, right? The
Sure.
2 people that were in the finals because
They're
getting a prize
the
already.
cash prize, right? Yeah.
So boom, now all of a sudden it's at a 96. We are taking out Franz. I will not be winning.
Oh,
sorry, Corey.
Corey will not be
Corey's
winning
won
either.
so many, I wouldn't be upset with that. We are taking out Matty Pesk.
Wait,
Sorry
why?
to say.
Why? What the hell?
Sorry to
This is
say.
ridiculous.
Taking out Guy Kid's
Being friends with you guys is the worst.
his 3 tickets. Who else here? Where's Raf? Right below you. Another 3 gone.
Did
So they're
Nydorf- Nydorf
83.
win?
What's that?
Was Neindorf in this one?
No, he was not.
All right.
So we're taking those out. I'm gonna leave Crypto Grady in. If he wins, then he could just give it away on his own channel. But this is a good time to kind of discuss the prizes because these are prizes that were all donated, and it kind of is the lifeblood of these tournaments, right? So shout out to. I've made a lot of announcements here. All right, bear with me. Somebody play some hold music.
Difficulties. We gotta get the music on. Although I believe the Mythic Squad guys literally just had a speaker near their microphones when they.
Is that how they do it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
Not a bad idea.
I know.
It works. It's effective.
All right. So do you see it here? So we have for the prize pool a Gen Zero summon provided by Crypto Grady. Shout out Crypto Grady. You have your choice there. Gen Zero summon provided by Kells.
Ooh.
You have 2 there. I believe these are, I want to say a wizard and a priest. Not sure though. Sir Worm, who's in the chat, if he hasn't left us already, shout out to him. He's giving a choice of his Gen Zeros. He recently gave a giveaway hero away to Rock. So he's giving away heroes all over the place. That's phenomenal. The ADFK guys, as always, giving away a Gen Zero summon. What heroes do they have? Is it a warrior and a knight?
Who's that?
Raph and Neindorf.
I don't know.
Yes.
Okay. Warrior and knight there.
Chance for the power.
Thank you. Chance for Pally. Yeah. We're giving away a thief and an archer. Chance at that Dark Knight. A legendary pet given away by the Beeve, Justice Beaver.
Ooh.
And a rare pet given away by Justice Beaver. And then a hero who is not listed here, but it is an elite skill hero, I believe, that Mosh is giving away. So, shout out to the Mythic Squad in general. Those guys are great. They are streaming tonight.
They're streaming tonight, yeah, a little bit.
Are they starting at, it's 11:30 Eastern, right?
I think 11:30, yeah.
Okay, so make sure you catch them.
Also, I want everybody to know.
Let me finish here.
West Coast people. All right, sorry.
Let me finish.
Yeah, you go.
And Sergeant Filthy McNasty, shout out to you, also in the chat. Set of eggs that could turn into 5 mythic pets, or 4.
I would
assuming he's not giving away gold.
Yeah, I would assume.
Now you can speak. Now that I'm done with the.
No, I was gonna say these guys all love streaming on the West Coast. I hope they appreciate when we show up. It's because we're at 1 or 2 a.m. We're awake.
That's why I'm never there. I want to be on every stream, but it's great. I listen the next day on my commute, during lunch,
right,
when I'm supposed to be working. All those times.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Great. So should we get right
to
it?
Are we doing like all of them right now, or what's our game plan?
How many are there? Are there 7?
I will say
Does everyone get a prize? Participation trophies for everyone?
Well,
1,
not
2,
3,
obviously. 4, 5,
but,
6, 7, 8, 9.
9. That's pretty good.
We are at where?
And we had what, 40?
We are at hitting about where we like to usually wrap up. So, do you want to do all of them now? You got to kind of go quickly though.
I don't want to do a separate stream for it.
Yeah, that's fair. So let's do it.
Great. All right. So where was I? All right. So we have the list here.
Wow,
someone wants to spot check it.
Was that a pup? Is that what that was?
Yeah.
Great. So the way that we do this
I'm getting yelled at by the wife right now.
All right. I mean, you should handle the wheel of names.
If you're in trouble, yeah.
There you go. And we lost Guy Kid. All right. So the way that we do this, we have 9 prizes. We're not going to go one by one and say, oh, this is for this Gen Zero summon, this is for this one. The first one up is going to pick which of the 9 prizes they want. Second up, pick from the rest, so on and so forth. Good luck to everybody. Let's spin.
Can't wait.
I love the sound effects on this thing.
Don't worry, everyone's okay.
I don't think the stream can hear the sound effects, though.
Bob, nothing.
Wow.
Look how close that is to.
Wait, oh my God, Bob, no.
Wow.
Eric's here.
Technical
Congratulations. Oh, I just rugged Bob. But hey, Eric's here. Congratulations. I gotta note that down.
You're gonna have your pick.
Bob he unfriended us on all.
Yeah.
Was he our 350th subscriber that sent us back to 349?
Yeah, exactly.
Not that we care or look at that
not
stuff.
Not that we care.
No,
I count those
whatever.
at all.
All right. Eric's here is getting taken out. Take him out for the rest. Number 2.
Who do we got? Who do we got? Who do we got?
Do it again!
Oh, no.
I did it again! I'm Freak, who I'm very glad is winning something because I felt bad removing him from the tournament. So all is right with the world. Where is he? Up here.
Poor
so
Bob.
We got 2 5s. So the added tickets for winning rounds has been paying off. Is Bob gonna win one?
No, probably not after that.
Probably not.
I'd love to see one more near miss. Oh.
There it is.
There we go. He gets one.
The question is, why does it keep going to the same kind of side?
Can you add a little more weight to this spin?
I don't know.
Yeah, broken.
Bob, nothing.
Congrats, Bob.
Get something.
There you go, Bob.
Remove all instances.
Please don't let pouring win anything.
Number 4.
Pouring wins anything. Oh my goodness! Oh
can you,
no!
Like, spin the wheel twice or something. What's going on here?
Pouring, whatever
I don't know.
I get, right?
Pouring, number 4. Yeah, and I do not like how it keeps going to that same side there.
Yeah.
But it's the wheel names. I have no control over it, guys. Here we go. Let's get something over here. I want to see Jazz or Hope win.
Dude, Hope is good teams.
Yeah, I played him. Victor.
Ooh, Victor getting the win.
He did very well this tournament.
He did. He beat a few people.
Victor.
Oh. Is there a way to like re-scramble the names though? Because it was on Victor.
No, don't you dare, guy.
Shuffle.
There you go.
All right, maybe I should have been doing that, but guys, bear with us.
Yeah. We're doing the best we can, guys.
Tad.
Ooh,
Tad
facts.
Tad is new to the game, but did very well.
He did awesome, yeah.
And he's been asking a ton of questions and like looking at different strategies and stuff. You could tell he's hooked. I love it. I'm really excited. All right, so what we got? 3 more.
Give it another shuffle.
Another shuffle.
Quick question, guys. Is there a date for the next tourney?
Yeah,
There's
tomorrow.
not. It's going to be tomorrow. Yeah.
Delay.
Darrow Evil.
Wow.
There's no date yet, Sergeant. But it's gonna be mid-December, and it's going to be a heavyweight and a baby cup in the same weekend.
Two separate.
And yeah, I think that's a point to be clear about. You don't have to sign up for both. We'd like you to, but if you want to just do baby cup, go for it.
Some of us don't have the heroes to compete in heavyweight, so
you'll do just fine. Just sign up. We'll put you up against me round 1. It'll be fine. Darrow Evil.
Although if my level 9s beat your level 12s, that'd be amazing.
Yeah, actually, I don't. It seems like a no-win situation for me. All right, 2 more. Shuffle it up.
Ooh,
Sabu with 1 ticket, I believe.
Nuh-uh, really?
I believe 1 ticket.
That's wild.
Did he win his first round? I thought he won his first. He might have 2.
Nope.
1.
1 ticket.
Go for him.
Number 8.
Are there 9 or 8?
There are 9. Shuffle it up.
This is the last one?
Last one.
Let's go. I will not knock and wake up my dog.
Dog. What about the children?
They're not important.
Justice Beaver.
Nice.
Wow, Mythic Squad. Shout out
So
Mythic
somebody
Squad.
who gave us a donation, he might end up with his own back. And if that's the case, I hope we'll
I'm
see,
sure he'll,
giveaway on the Mythic Squad channel, use it for,
No, those guys they're going to stream tonight. So
yeah,
I'm sure
those guys have been great. We'll have to let him know before the stream tonight, that he's
I'll get on the chat and I'll mess around.
got to win.
It's the weekend for me. I don't know if you guys have tomorrow off.
I do, actually.
Oh, so it's a weekend for you too.
Very excited. So, all right. So this is it. We'll be contacting the winners of the raffle. There were some winnings being dished out to our winners here.
Right.
These aren't accurate, but because it's assuming 64. But there's going to be some crystal going their way. So we'll try to get all those prizes out ASAP. And yeah, hope everyone had fun with the tournament. I know we did. And we want the next one to be bigger. So tell your friends, tell your family, tell everyone you know about Fight Club. I think I'm a little drunk. We got to get out of here.
Fine. Yeah,
we got to wrap up.
That wraps up our. This has been an episode of Bogside Chats.
Just got it.
The script.
No.
Thank you guys for listening. My name is Matty Pusk for Guy Kid and for Franz. Thank you guys for listening, and we'll catch you guys next time.
See y'all.
See you guys.
And
all right. How do you shut this thing off?